Happy New Year, my DigiPeeps. Welcome to 2022 and a new video. I hope you all had a great New Year's. Hope the year is going amazing for you all. Hope your New Year's resolutions are going well. Glad to be back here with a review for the new episode of the Book of Boba Fett. This was another solid episode in my opinion, and I really enjoyed it and can't wait to dive right into the second episode entitled The Tribes of Tatooine. So we go straight back into the new world Boba is a part of as he is interrogating one of the assassins hired to try and kill him. The guy is clearly unafraid, so we have one epic callback here, feed him to the Rancor. Seeing the fear on this assassin's eyes as we have the gate slowly opening, Boba's chair moving forward to get a better view, the same feeling went through me the first time I saw Luke dropped into the Rancor pit from Return of the Jedi. It was great. Needless to say, the assassin gave up the mare as his employer despite the pit being empty. The Rancor, of course, is dead. I love this so much. Naturally, the polite thing to do is drag the assassin back to his employer through the streets of Tatooine, and that is exactly what Boba and Fennec do. As they get to the mayor's office, they are checked before entering for an appointment, and you could just feel the look under Boba's helmet. This is not good enough, so Boba storms into the mayor's office, and the pair had one interesting interaction here. Harkening back to the first episode, and Boba choosing to rule through respect and not fear, it was more than clear that the mayor did not fear Boba at all. Playing it as cool as a cucumber, the mayor offers Boba some advice, and that is that running a family is more complicated than bounty hunting, and that if Boba wants more answers, he needs to go to Garsar's sanctuary to see what he is talking about. I'm really coming to enjoy these visits to Garsar's, the small patch of paradise in Tatooine with an owner that seems pretty mysterious if you ask me, like she's the smartest person in the room. A statement that rang true as she let Boba know that the twins are laying claim to their cousin's territory. We then get two massive huts being carried around the streets on a slightly bent litter, a small little detail that I really appreciated. The standoff with Boba was amazing. Watching the Hutt twins call in their Wookiee warrior, seeing how cool, calm and collected this new version of Boba was, Fennec was on edge, but Boba just made his position clear. He killed Bib Fortuna. He's the boss. If you don't like it, then they'd have to kill him. A proposition the two Hutts seem to agree with. We are definitely not done with these two anytime soon. Then the highlight of these episodes in my opinion, another dip in a Bacta tank and another flashback to Boba being taught by the Tusken Raiders. It is clear that he has garnered some respect from the group, and he is slowly being trained with those killer-looking staffs that we saw him use to kill a number of stormtroopers in the second season of The Mandalorian. I am appreciating them filling in the gaps here as to where we last saw him, that of course being eaten by a Sarlacc, to the mob boss, crime lord he is becoming in this series. Taking a quick break from training, Boba spots a train speeding through and shots being fired from the carriages. Truly, this was a scary moment for this tribe of so-called savages as they lost men, banthas, and this loss was just driven home as they were disposing of their dead. You could actually see the look of pain on Boba's face. He is really coming to care about these people who have taken him in. This attack cannot be left to happen again, so Boba decides to take matters into his own hands. I'll just say, finds a few speeders to commandeer for his fellow Tusken brothers and brings them back to teach them how to ride the super fast machines. This montage actually had me cheering on the Tuskens, along with a few small laughs which I really did not think was possible with these people. Just another aspect of these shows expanding on the world outside of the Jedi, and these so-called savages whose biggest impact on me in the Star Wars franchise was when they killed Shmi Skywalker. Now more prepared than before, Boba gets the Tusken Raiders ready to attack. And I will say, I have heard that this show has been criticised for its lack of action and the action that Boba is a part of. Let me tell you, if jumping from a speedster onto a moving train, only getting faster to try and shake these raiders, followed up by a gunfight on top of said moving train while Boba fights his way to the front of the vehicle to stop it, all while these bikes and carriages are all on fire, is not action, then I doubt anything this show does in the future is going to appease these fans. This was tense. It was action-packed. It had people being thrown from the moving train. It was very well done visually. I thoroughly enjoyed this moment. Then, with all the men on their knees, you would think these savages would have all these gun-toting train drivers killed. Boba makes an agreement with them that these civilized warriors will let them go if they tell their men that they pay tribute to the traditional owners of this land from here on out for safe passage through their land. Such a well-earned victory, and again, had me cheering for the Tuskens, and it was great to see them come out on top. Looking to thank Boba, the Tuskens give him a lizard to guide him, a lizard that jumps into his mouth and he accidentally swallows. This is a guide for the mind, and these scenes that were cut from Star Wars Episode 2 are now being put to good use. Things like Boba watching his father fly off from Kamino in the Slave One, a really great close-up shot of Boba picking up his father's helmet after he was beheaded by Mace Windu, or while Boba is having his own journey through Tatooine late at night. Also, the entire time I was watching these clips, seeing Boba remember his time on Kamino, this planet with constant rain and raging water all around, to where Boba is now, this desert planet with sand all over and two suns, the contrast is not lost on me. So in his quest, Boba returns with a large trunk he broke off a tree in his visions, ones that the Tuskens have him shape into his new weapon, and again, this was great. Watching Boba come into his own, be donned with traditional Tusken garb and join his fellow brothers for a tribal dance around the fire. A fitting ending to see the warrior Boba is becoming on Tatooine. Another episode down, and one I really enjoyed. Like I mentioned earlier, I heard there were some complaints about the first episode. That is not how Boba should be portrayed, the actor is not doing him right, things of this nature. I feel like people have this image of Boba Fett from the original movies and have shaped this character into their own personal versions not even the original actor can live up to. Take Darth Vader for example. The villain was so iconic that no one could fill his boots and that cape. Hayden Christensen was doomed from day one, no matter how he played him. Now, I am not going into bat for the way Hayden portrayed a young Darth Vader, far from it. Merely pointing out a similar situation from this franchise that I feel has been built up so much from past material that the spectacle of this show and the appeal of it is lost on the fans. I love Boba Fett, and I'm enjoying this show not just for giving me some incredible Star Wars content, but also giving me an amazing story on an iconic character from my past. I'm enjoying the ride, and I hope you all are too. Anyway, I would really love to hear what you all think. Have you been enjoying the Book of Boba Fett? What are they doing right or wrong in your eyes? Leave a comment down below, subscribe for some new and exciting content I have coming up, and I will catch you all in the next one.